Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with another competitive Pokemon Sun and Moon moveset video, guide, analysis, whatever you want to call it. This time we're going to be talking about Gumshoos. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to say there's a playlist down below that I encourage you to go ahead and check out. If you missed any of my previous moveset videos, I've been covering all the Pokemon of Sun and Moon, and we're almost done. We're almost done with all the fully evolved mods. So I encourage you to go ahead and check that out. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Those links are down below. Great place to stay up to date with me and to know when I am streaming. Now, Gumshoos, stats-wise, I would say is pretty underwhelming. It does have great base 110 attack, but that's honestly its only stat that's out there. I guess it's HP as well, because base 88 HP is higher than a lot of Alola, but besides that, below average defense is at base 60 piece, base 55 special attack, and then slow base 45 speed. But it does have three great abilities. Stakeout, a new ability that came this generation, which means that whenever a target switches in, whenever a Pokemon switches in, my attacks deal double damage. So it's kind of like Pursuit. Think about Pursuit, but the opposite way. You know, when your opponent switches out, Pursuit does double the damage it would normally do. Well, think of if your opponent switches in and Pursuit does double the damage. So Stakeout's a really cool ability. Strong Jaw, which boosts all your bite based attacks by 1.5 power, and then Adaptability, which boosts your stab. Your stab is 2 instead of times 1.5. So it's really three really solid abilities. Unfortunately, Gumshoos is a bit of an underwhelming Pokemon, though I think we can make this work. So the first set we have is the Adaptability Choice Band set. I'm not gonna lie, guys, you see 3 Choice Band sets in front of you. I think that Choice Band or Life Orb is the best way to go with this mon. Honestly, I think that Choice Band is the best way, the absolute best way to go. I've been testing this mon a lot. Shout out to my boy EonX for the team, for the test, for the help. I've been testing this mon a lot, and I really do feel like Choice Band is just the way to go on this mon. Now, the first move we have, this is an adaptability set, is Frustration, and that's your adaptability boosted attack. That's your strongest normal stab that this Pokemon has on it. Outside of that, it doesn't really have any. Frustration or Return is the best normal stab that this Pokemon does have on it to be able to hit hard. So Frustration is going to be hitting hard. Just to show you how hard Frustration actually hits when adaptability boost and a Choice Band. This is physically defensive Alomola. This is the old RU. Physically defensive 120 HP, 136. Choice Band Adaptability Return does 60 to 71% to physically defensive Alomola. So that is a solid to it, KO. Going back to the Pokemon itself, it's actually EV to outspeed minimum speed Alomola, maxed out attack, adamant nature, and the rest was just put into HP. I like how it's 88 HP and then 88 HP. Yeah, base 88 and then 88. I just thought that was, I just like that. Anyway, its next move is Earthquake. Coming off at 110 base attack, it's pretty strong. It's to help you deal with everything that resists your normal. So it's to help you deal with steel types, rock types that would otherwise take your Frustration. Otherwise, if you're using adaptability on this mon, you're just clicking Frustration most of the time. The next move is either Crunch or Pursuit. Because I believe this mon is going to be NU or RU or maybe PU, the best set I think is either Crunch or Pursuit. Crunch obviously helps you out versus Ghost types or bulky Psychics, though on Adaptability set, Frustration hits harder most of the time anyway. And I like Pursuit though as an option because currently this Pokemon can be played in RU, and if a Chandelure, a Choice Scarf Chandelure, wants to lock itself into Shadow Ball, you can Pursuit Trap that thing and knock it out. And then U-Turn is your last move, which is a really cool move on this mon, giving you switch initiative. You can just send it in, go for a Choice Band U-Turn, hit something with a 110 base, 110 base attack, 70 base power move, and then just get on out of there, and it helps it be more of a support role. Now, alternatively, on a Choice Band set, you could run Life Orb, so instead of Choice Band, but I like the raw power that Choice Band makes Frustration give. You obviously saw the Alomola calc, and then, but like I said, alternatively, you could run a Brave Natured, just because of its really low speed. A Brave Natured, Trick Room abusing Gumshoos, that is also an option, but I believe that there are a lot better Trick Roomers. I would use Crawdon over this just because it has priority, Swords Dance. So I think Choice Band is its best set. Next up we have the second Choice Band set. Now this set uses Stakeout. I've mentioned that Stakeout is really solid. Well, it's a really solid ability, but I feel like it's just wasted on this mon because Gumshoos isn't the Pokemon that really forces switches. It's very slow. It has average defenses. Anything with a strong attack or even a decently strong attack is either knocking it out or 2-hit KOing it. It does not eat hits. It really doesn't eat hits. But Stakeout does boost all your attacks to 2 times the power. I'll show you right here. right now we have that's not the right calc, but we'll go right here because I have a few calcs mixed up. But I'm so sorry. Here it is. Okay, so right now we have Stakeout. This is choice band. This is choice band return versus Slowbro. So it does. This is physically defensive Slowbro, by the way. 252, 232 HP plus defense, little bold nature. So right now, I had an order too. That was my fault. Right now we have a choice band return. This is without adaptability. This is with Stakeout. It does double the damage if Slowbro switched in. Slowbro is a physically defensive wall, so if a Pokemon is going to switch into this Pokemon, it is going to be something like Slowbro. It is going to be something like Alomola. Your attack does double the damage, so instead of doing 40 to 52, let's just double it. This should be about right. You'll be doing 84.5 to 99% to Slowbro. If rocks are up, that is almost a 100% chance to KO Slowbro. We'll actually get the exact calc right here. That's an 81.3% chance to OHKO Slowbro after rocks. Physically defensive Slowbro. You could put more HP, I suppose. Yeah, 75% chance to OHKO it after rocks. So physically defensive Slowbro. Maybe this isn't the exact thing, but you just double the damage. I assume you just double the attack's damage. So 102 becomes 204. Stab, obviously. So Stakeout definitely does have its merits, boosting return. Though I just think that adaptability is a lot more reliable. But obviously, Stakeout's really cool. If steel types want to come in, your Earthquake will do more than it would do an adaptability. Obviously, adaptability only boosts frustration or return on Gumshoos. So you can use frustration or return, obviously. Again, it really is up to you. Frustration is used because Ditto can be used. So Dittos typically don't run 0 happiness. So if something copies you, it won't have the happiness of you. But I'm pretty sure Choice Band Earthquake will also knock you out from a Ditto. Although it's not going to be Choice Band. But Stakeout is really cool on a choice band set because if your opponent does switch out, if they're switching in to your attack, if something's coming in, you're doing a lot more. So that's why it's definitely worth stating, and it helps all the other moves be stronger: Earthquake, Frustration, Crunch, or U-Turn. I still like Pursuit on Gumshoos though, just because, again, it's currently usable in RU, and if your opponent is switching out with their Chandler or they're locking themselves in the Shadow Ball, you can knock them out with Pursuit. And the last set we have is the other choice band set, but this one is abusing Strong Jaw. Now Strong Jaw, like I said, boosts the bite based attacks. Unfortunately, it only has 2 bite based attacks that are boosted by this. I guess it does have Super Fang, but Super Fang does a set amount of damage, so it doesn't really count. And I guess Bite as well, but you're not really gonna use Bite. Maybe we'll use Bite. No, don't use Bite. Crunch is stronger. Okay, so Hyper Fang and Crunch are the next attacks that were added. Crunch is 100% slashed on the choice band set. Pursuit is out of the question because you want to be able to boost your Hyper Fang as well as your Crunch. I'll show you a few calcs right here. So first off, we have, in order to give me a Strong Jaw, because Hyper Fang is not on the damage calc, I just made Crunch 80 base power normal instead of the 80 base power Dart. So this is a Strong Jaw Crunch versus Cresselia. Strong Jaw Crunch is a solid 2-hit KO on physically defensive Cresselia. It does 55 to 65%. That is a guaranteed 2-hit KO after leftovers recovery. And to show you, this would be Strong Jaw Hyper Fang versus Alomola. It's still a guaranteed 2-hit KO after leftovers recovery. However, you do have to take into account Protect, so it's going to be hitting less powerful than the adaptability set. And you also have to take into account the fact that Hyper Fang has 90% accuracy. While that is pretty high, it's not 100, so it will miss. 9 times out of 10 it's going to hit, but it will miss. So that's the risk you have to play. But it does boost your Strong Jaw as well as your Hyper Fang. Earthquake and U-Turn still there. And same EV spread, being able to outspeed, min speed, Alomola, maxing out your attack, and the rest was just put into HP. Now, a few other options it does have. It has some support moves like Super Fang and Toxic in its arsenal. I mentioned Hyper Fang on a Strong Jaw set, but again, Hyper Fang can be, it can miss. Facade is also an option if you get burnt. That could be really strong on an adaptability set. You could just play it out, you could slash it on your adaptability set. Maybe something over Crunch or Pursuit if you don't care about hitting Ghost type, since this hits everything pretty well in the tier that it's in. But you can slash Facade, and if Alomola burns you, great. Now you have this strong adaptability boosted Facade. Facade doesn't care about burn, it bypasses burn. And Spadef can also be used. It doesn't have the best Spadef, but it can be used to at least take on bulky waters. But at that point, I think the best set and the only set to really use with Gumshoos is Choice Band. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like Bulk Up, it doesn't have Swords Dance, it doesn't have Sucker Punch. I mean, it has Roar and Taunt, but with this mon, I think that the best thing to do is just attack with it. It also has Yawn, so it can force some switches, but Uxie does that better because Uxie can Yawn, avoid spikes, set up stealth rock, U-turn. I mean, Gumshoos can obviously U-turn, but it can't avoid spikes. It can't set up stealth rock. It's not damaging something. It can't go for memento. So I feel like this Pokemon definitely needs move tutors. Give me knockoff, give me ice the fangs, and even then it won't make it that good, but still usable. A few teammates. Crobat is a great teammate, resisting fighting type attacks, defogging for Gumshoos, appreciating slow U-turns. That's why Mega Absol is actually a very solid partner in the RU tier. It appreciates the slow U-turn from Gumshoos to come in. Florges is an amazing partner. Not only does it resist the fighting type attacks coming at Gumshoos, but it can wish pass to it, as well as be a cleric. If Gumshoos get burnt, it can go for aromatherapy and heal that thing. Klefki provides spikes, provides T-Wave for faster mons, which is better for the adaptability choice band set. Cresselia and Slowbro likewise. Resisting fighting, can Thunder Wave their opponents, can, in Cresselia's case, can Lunar Dance, and just appreciate the U-turns into it. That way you don't have to switch hard into them. But yeah, fast, bulky mons, not bulky mons, excuse me, Mega Absol, Lucario, just hard hitters like that, but that can't necessarily switch in for free. Appreciate the slow U-turn from Gumshoos. But all in all, Gumshoos is a very interesting Pokemon. I don't think it's one of the best. I don't think it's the worst normal type either, but and adaptability definitely makes it pretty cool. I think it has 3 great abilities, just doesn't have the best move pool to abuse it, man. But I love the Stakeout ability, and had they put it on a Pokemon with spikes, and then with like that actually 4 switches, since it's not bulky at all, I think it would have been better. But it's fine. I can't wait to use it in RU. I have used it a couple times. I can't wait to show you guys. So stay tuned for the showcase coming later today, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.